Good morning and welcome back to the Early Morning Sunday Show. It's the show where vinyl matters. All vinyl matters on this show. Welcome. And today, man, great lineup of records. There's Mariachi. Yes, we have some kind of 70s rock. I know it's really eclectic mix on that album. Garage rock, once again, kind of a, I don't know what you call that. Alt rock, possibly. Zam rock, classic rock. It's lined up. All right, we're going to go through a variety of decades of music. And why? Because we do it for you. Also, happy welcome to daylight savings time. I don't know if the rest of the world, y'all, you guys do daylight savings time. You know, here in the U.S., we feel it's just important that we screw with our clock twice a year. One time we move ahead an hour, then we come back an hour. Though it will be later in the evening, and I kind of like that. But first, this. That's where I started. There's the truck. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. An animal. All right. So that was just, again, the foothills. That's over in the Red Rocks area. We have the amphitheater. I took a hike. This trail said moderate. Now, we know last week I talked about having a heart attack on feeling that way when I decided to do difficult. So this one said moderate. Go, well, what's moderate? Obviously, moderate is there's a bunch of easy and there's some difficult. And you get it more mixed up, though. That allows you to rest a little bit. It was a real cool hike. You went up quite a bit. Couldn't go all the way because the trail was closed for some reason. But that was okay. I was tired anyway. I was really tired after this one. But the trail, you spend most of the time looking at the ground so you don't trip over the bazillion rocks on it. But that's what makes it exciting. And these bicyclists sit there and they bike on that. You go, God, I don't know how they do it. But it was pretty cool. A lot of fun. Nice to get out. Went hiking the next day, trying to been about 3 miles, and I was so exhausted from the day before. But wow. Today, well, actually, not today. Friday, snow. A few inches. That's it. We haven't had snow in 40 days and 40 nights. So Noah had that whole problem. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. We're the opposite of Noah. No precipitation in 40 days and 40 nights. And then we get a little bit of snow. So, yep, don't drop a match here. Whoosh, up goes Denver. Well, this sucks. But I guess it is Colorado after all. Alrighty, let's get going though. We got a lot to do today. A couple books came in. Can't Stand for Falling Down. This is written Alan Jones, and he wrote for Uncut magazine, and so this has a lot of the some different things. In '74, he worked for Melody Maker in '74, and so just different things from interviews and that, and some of the quirky stuff that happens. So picked that up, a used copy, and I bought this used copy. You can get used books on Amazon, hell of a lot cheaper. This is Hitmen, and this is about the guys that ran the record label, or some of the managers, the people behind the scenes that were dicks and basically could kill you. Big tempers, big egos, the whole works. It should be a pretty fascinating read, I think. According to Billboard, it's sobering and blunt, unusually well observed and unusually well observed depiction of the sometimes sordid inner workings of the music business. So, yeah, that ought to be really good. I got a stack of books up there that are. Maybe I need to retire so I can get all these read because pool season's coming fast. So I'm not going to get much read, but that's okay. That's all right. We are about filled up for pool season. Can't take too many more people. I've already been writing folks and saying, listen, you're a little too late. We can't bring you in. You know what? You're going to be slow on a contract. That's just what's going to happen. Find another vendor. Okay, let's begin though. Mariachi El Bronx. Okay. I pre-ordered from the band site, so I got a t-shirt. Well, I didn't get, I bought a t-shirt with the album. And I'm sure I paid too much for the t-shirt. But this is the new album from Mariachi El Bronx, the group that I just had recently learned about and then go goo goo gaga over, and I'm still goo goo gaga over it. In fact, maybe that's the name of the group. Gaga goo goo, gaga juju. Kaja Goo Goo. God, that's a stupid band name. I don't have that album. I digress. So the band was formed in LA in 2002 as The Bronx, because if you're in LA, you want to call yourself The Bronx. It just makes life more confusing. Here we have it. There we are. Oh, pretty nice. Back. We have on here, nothing on the inner sleeve, but look at that. Oh, pretty fancy. There was a very limited edition one where it was like the head, silhouette of a head on there. Was not able to get that. So they start as The Bronx, which is a hardcore punk garage rock type band. Their alter ego is Mariachi El Bronx. And in 2007, actually, they put out 2 albums. One was from The Bronx, and the one was the first one from Mariachi El Bronx. Giving it a try. Then it's been 12 years since they have put out another album as Mariachi El Bronx. 12 years. But they gave it a shot, and I think this thing's doing pretty well out there. I've seen them on the different late night shows. Pretty exciting. But this, 12 years. It's their 4th album, and they're all self-titled. They're all, hey, what should we call it? Well, let's just call it Mariachi El Bronx again. All right. It sure takes away from any kind of fighting about band, naming albums. But this is filled with really smart, sharp melodies, trying to think what I want to call it. You can just tell they have this love of mariachi music. There's passion to this music, which is really cool to see. It has almost a cinematic type feel when you listen to this, is what you get out of it. The brass on it the mariachi brass is sharp. Those horn players, they had 2 horn players, just incredible. Cool accordion. The violin is beautiful on here. Dang, I like this thing, this group, when they do this. Bandolero, they have a video out about it, and if I could just figure out how to do all that on my phone, I would give you a shot of that, but I have yet to get figured out. I gave that job to my kids to show me how to do this. They have so far failed. They've failed me. My children have failed me. They got to understand, they want any kind of inheritance, we need to pick up the pace on getting stuff done for Dad. But I digress. So, Uh, maybe that's the whole thing here. I'm going to wander all day long on this, but the music on here, it's just joyful, but yet there is some dark lyrics underneath it. But it feels so good. They have another video out there, Songbird. That's pretty interesting video, pretty cool. Uh, this is this is music that has kind of that punk honesty to it, but the beauty of mariachi. And gosh, I just, I didn't put up, I have not put away the last Mariachi El Bronx album. I won't put this one away, and I'll probably dig in and try to see if I can get the rest of them. Cool stuff. That brings us to this. This was a neat find I found down at the Honey Hole in Castle Rock. Jesse Ed Davis, Keep Me Coming. All right, now this is what makes this one interesting. And we're gonna just, I gotta pull out a lot of stuff here. All right, it has a timing strip. What's neat is, look at that, they never put the timing strip on, and so it's a sealed timing strip. That's pretty neat. We have, it came with a free bonus. I'm pretty sure I paid more because that's in this package, which is just, you know, that's kind of BS, right? It says free right here, free, but there's no doubt I paid more. It has All About Jesse Ed Davis on here. So again, this is not for promotional use. It has, here he is, and the lyrics. And then I mean, just the sleeve itself is really cool. The Epic, from Epic Records, and on black vinyl. This is a promotional copy. This is right here, demonstration record, not for sale, but put very nice along the jeans. Isn't that nice? I mean, they really tried to make that thing look cool. Let's just set this, all this cool stuff down. So it is a promotional, but this was what they sent out to record stores, or I mean to, well, maybe record stores, radios. But really neat packaging, and this is, it's hard to find that. So Jesse Ed Davis the third, mind you, born in Oklahoma, born in 44, died in 88, died fairly young. Just drugs. Had a hard time trying to kick them. Was even a counselor for on reservations or in L.A. telling people how to kick drugs, and yet he died by drugs. So. Yeah, sometimes it's we don't we have to practice what we preach. But he is a Native American guitarist from the Comanche tribe. His father actually is a very famous Indian artist. He went to the University of Oklahoma and got a degree in English literature. After that, you know, I mean, he wanted to play music, and he played on the first 4 Taj Mahal albums. He played on a lot of other albums for other people, and he put out his own albums. Keep Me Coming, I'm kind of thinking, is this maybe his 3rd album, possibly? I can't remember now. It's roots rock infused with funk and country. I mean, it's like Well, let's just put everything in here. Let's bring it all in. Usually that is a disaster. But it's not the case on his. It works. It sounds really good. Eric Clapton, Leon Russell, Graham Parsons all had their hands in this album, and we're doing stuff with it. You have songs like The Big Dipper, which is what it starts with, and it's just electrified blues. Really nice sounded. Then She's a Pain was a pretty cool one. It's Southern rock with an R&B style. Oh, where else do we move into? Oh, what are some others? Ching Ching, I think was one. Yeah, called Ching Ching China Boy. Ching Ching China Boy. I'm sure that would be that'd go over well now if you did that on an album. But that is country rock, very country, very very country rock. They do Bacon Fat on here, that famous, a lot of people do that instrumental, which is just greasy funk. It is Bacon Fat after all. But then there is, like, was it 600 Boogaloo, Monster Funk. This is, again, it's just packed with different styles. This was so interesting, very enjoyable album. Really, really like this. I have one other from Jesse Davis the third, and yeah, I've liked them both, but I really enjoyed this one, and cool packaging. Brings us to garage rock. Fuzztones. This is Fuzztones' first album. They out of New York in 1980. What do we got here? There we go. This is a reissue. And right, it's garage rock, psychobilly. You could also add to this. They're formed in 1980, still happening. The lead singer, basically it's his group, and with a revolving cast of members, is Rudy Patruti. Now that's fun. Rudy Patruti. I'm not even sure how you come up with it. I should have really tried to dig into that. His real name is Glenn Dalpis. Dalpis? All I know is it ends with piss. But he decided to change it to Rudy Patruti instead of having a last name that ends with piss. I get it. This was the only 80s garage rock band that ever got onto a major label. Of all these, the 80s garage rock is huge. I've shown a ton of it. But RCA did pick them up in 1990. Fuzztones, name of the group, it just comes from Special Effects Pedal that came out in 1962, most known as the cool sound on the Rolling Stones hit Satisfaction. So I'm sure they use Fuzztones on here. This was originally released in the UK, but it did later come out in the US. But they changed the artwork in the US, and this is the US artwork. And this is really just pretty cool. Graveyards have their names on there and what they play. It came out in 1985. It's just pure garage rock. Pure unadulterated garage rock with psychobilly in there too. And you can kind of tell by the cover you want to get some of that. There is just a fantastic Vox organ that's going on. It's loud, it's full of fuzz, gritty and raw, really neat. Classic 80s garage rock at its best. This is just an awesome stuff. Fuzztones are known putting out a lot of really great records, so cool stuff from the 80s.
The line of executives found to the right, and if I would have stayed, I would have stood all night, yeah.
brings us to the next one. And I got this from my friend Richard, the Vinyl Tap House, who I haven't had a beer with yet. But Richard gave you this as VCLT, the Editors, Black Gold. No idea who the Editors were. Had never heard of the Editors. Obviously, I'm not in the know, but here we go. There they are, a nice fuzzy picture of them and words on the back that are really too small. And it comes in white vinyl. I wonder if the other one has the same kind of thing. Let's see, what's the other one have? Oh, it's just black. All right, like you need to see that, right? I'll keep the album cover. We'll put that in there. Okay, so the Editors, out of Birmingham, and formed in '02, and they again kind of indie rock, alt rock. Some would say dark wave, post punk, all kind of falls into the Editors, and this is Black Gold that came out in 2019. There are 13 remastered hits on this and then 3 new songs. When I listened to it, my first thought is Joy Division, a harder, stronger Joy Division. The lead singer has just that baritone type voice, and it gives you that Joy Division feel, but the rest of the instrumentation does too. Upside Down just has this cool, Upside Down had this cool sounding synth pop. It was really very, quite enjoyable. There was Papillion, which kind of updated, faster paced Joy Division. I mean, that's why it wasn't, Joy Division could really drag out. This was faster paced, but had that feel. Frankenstein was like electro funk, dance music. Just great song. There is, what was it? Well, it's Tom, the lead singer is just, his name is Tom Sander. Oh man, I can't remember the last name. But his vocals, he just has those baritone vocals, but this is also filled with lots of danceable beats. It's just a great retrospective. It was really enjoyable. So thank you, Richard. So please check out Richard's channel, the Vinyl Tap House. And if you haven't, give him a sub. Really nice guy. Does some great stuff. He's really into a lot of new music, but also from the 80s forward. Cool stuff.
You're gonna get old and die here. Well, that's cold enough for me. We'll find our way home somehow.
Brings us into Zamrock. And we have Jesper Siliya, there we go, out of Zambia. And he only put out 2 LPs. This is one of them. This is number 306 of 500. And there's the label. Obviously a repress because it's in great shape. His other album has not been repressed. This came out in 1978, Giant Steps, and it shows just bell bottoms, and 78 were still cool in Africa. This has, I would say, more acoustic. There's still a lot of fuzz in here, but there's also a lot of acoustic going on. He was backed on this band by Paul Ngozi and Chrissy Zembi-Tembo, so which were both from the Ngozi family. Where Jesper comes in is he was part of Missy Otumba. So that was where his connection with Paul Ngozi was. Oh, it also came with, see, look at that. This is really stiff material. It comes with a CD. So that's nice. I like that. I got my CD player working again. My wife was trying to get it going and was punching buttons like there was no tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm working on it and finally got it going, but it was cranked so high, it pretty much I lost hearing in my other ear. So, but this, again, I thought there was a little more acoustic in here, but yet there is, it starts with Tanzio ni la bueno. Now my Zambian is not that strong, just I want to tell you. But that song rocks really hard. There's lots of fuzz in there and feedback in there. You get that true kind of Zamrock feel. But then it goes into I Have Got a Friend, which is really nice. I'm glad he does. It's more acoustic oriented. Songs like Not in Love. It's just a really great sounding song. This guy can sing pretty good, but it's a mix of acoustic and fuzz, and you find that on a lot of them. Even like Giant Steps, the song. It's a rocker of a song, but it's just packed with buckets of fuzz. So you do get some of this fuzz, but some of the acoustics. Good singer. This was a really neat to find and to get. Again, really limited, but you can still find it out there. And it is Jesper Siliya, Giant Steps. So don't get confused and buy a jazz album. And finally, there's a twofer. Got a beautiful original of Green and the best of R.E.M. here. So just a little R.E.M. This Green here is their 8th album. Came out in 1988. 8th album in 88. Well, you can't get better planning than that. And there's the label. This is really beautiful, clean album. This here is, they explored more political issues. They really changed their sound. They were on IRS records, and they jumped over to, who did we jump over to? What was it? RCA? Warner Brothers. They're on Warner Brothers on this. And so they kind of switched things up. They brought in the mandolin. They used to write a lot of their songs in a minor key. They wrote these songs in a major key. And so they're just changing their sound. They're going through this metamorphosis right now. They moved away from the jangle pop that they had been playing, and again, more into these major key type rock songs. This was the goal. The goal on this, when they were writing, is to write songs that do not sound like R.E.M. This, of course, has Pop Song 89 on here. It has Stand and Orange Crush. Stand I get a little tired of. I love Orange Crush. Really nice album. Beautiful original. This is repress, just a lot of their later hits from the time of Green forward, 88 to 2003. But, I do like the fact you have Day Sleepers on here. And what's the frequency? Kenneth. I like that one. Man on the Moon, I just think is fantastic. Night Swimming, Everybody Hurts. Lot of great songs. That's why it's a best of. That's why we say best of, because it's great songs, for those confused by the whole thing. So that really takes care of that. I probably should get one of the early stuff. So neat to have that. And that's what we got this week. So, hope you enjoyed the samples. Appreciate you, as always, sticking around and doing this with me. Have some midweeks. Haven't even figured out what I'm doing, as usual, right? But enjoy yourself. Happy daylight savings for those that get to celebrate it. And, sorry you lost an hour of sleep. Get over it. Bye.